Hey Taurus, welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carole, and this is going to be a general reading for you for March 2026. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you, and I hope that you take the time to subscribe and also to comment below and let me know if the video resonated with you, and let me know. I love hearing from newcomers and how they found my channel. Also, if you're coming back from another reading, I want to thank you as well for supporting me, and hoping that you'll subscribe as well so that we can get these videos out to more people who need healing, and we all need healing. As some of you know, I've been healing. I've been on my own healing journey for 9 years, intensively healing my own complex trauma. And in 2020, I started my carolecares.com. It was a website I put out. I also put a YouTube channel out, and on that channel I had a lot of my helping videos, self-help videos around grounding and journaling and emotions and just everything to do with healing. And then I started, of course, my tarot along the way. And I offer personal readings as well. And so there is a link in the description box below and in my comment section for the link that will take you to carolecares.com, and in particular take you to those personal readings if you're interested in a personal reading. And I'm also a shamanic healer. And so I do distance healing, and I offer a free 15-minute consultation for you. We have a chat, and after that, you know, it's up to you whether or not you want the healing. I don't bother you again. And so that link is, again, in the description box in the comment section below. Yeah, I'll leave you with that for those of you that don't know about that. And we're going to do your reading this month. So we're going to be doing a check-in. And in particular, I'm going to be looking for a pattern that's in your life that's showing up right now for healing. And it's a pattern that you know about. Oftentimes we're in denial about this pattern. We know it comes up and we say, you know, this is never going to happen to me again. And we just swear off it's never going to happen. And then it happens again, right? And then we go through, we're triggered with these big emotions, and we just don't understand how I can stop this pattern. I don't understand why it keeps happening. And so that's what we're going to be looking at, the pattern first of all. Because our patterns and our emotional responses that we have to it are what highlight what needs healing. It highlights what's sitting in your unconscious, your shadow. And shadow is, you know, from your childhood, your adolescence, and that's where you have this trauma and this healing that needs to be done. And if, you know, when it's ready to come up, it'll poke at us and say, listen, here's this pattern again. And, you know, we shove it back down. We shove the big emotions down with it, and it'll come up again. It's like, hey, listen, it's like the universe saying this needs healing. So we're going to look at that. And then finally, we're going to look at some advice from the tarot as to how you can start to heal this pattern, right? It's not a magic pill, but it's going to really get you off in the right direction. So the tarot will tell you which way to go, and then I'll offer you a video or a playlist from Carole Cares, my other YouTube channel, to help you with this. Okay, so we're going to be using the Tarot of the Abyss for you, and I'm going to clarify with the Radiant Rider Waite. So let's start off with one card. What one pattern in your life is showing up? A pattern that's showing up for healing for you right now, Taurus, this month. You know, some of you may be in it right now. You have the Tower card and the Ace of Cups. Very interesting that the Tower card has come up for a pattern. So I'm going to say it's something big probably that you're sitting in right now. Like I said, something that maybe has just happened. So we'll talk about the Tower card as well. What aspect from your shadow is driving this pattern? The Moon card. That's interesting. And what advice does the tarot have for you to begin to heal this pattern? The Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, let's get some clarifiers for the Tower and the Ace of Cups. One or two cards here. I'm going to ask for another card only because the Tower card came out. So I'm wondering if, you know, I need some more clarifying. Here you go. So you have the Three of Wands, which is in a sideways position. Okay, so this Moon card. A couple cards for clarifiers, please. One more card. There we go. Okay, so you have, ooh, Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. Underneath the Moon card. And the Queen of Wands. In reverse. Couple cards for the Queen of Wands. That one and one more. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Sort of sideways here, so I'm going to keep it sideways for you. All right, so Major Arcana card. You end with the Judgment here. The big one is the Tower card, the opening. I like that. You know, I don't like that you started with a Tower, but I do like that you ended with Judgment card, because that's really bringing some awareness to what's going on, and I think that's what you needed. That's why the Tower card's coming out here. Moon card in the middle is very important. We're going to talk about that. So I just mentioned your three big universal forces that are here for you. So we're going to start off with the Tower clarified by the Ace of Cups. The Tower card has come out for you because whatever this pattern that has showed up for you is come to a situation where the universe has taken a baseball bat, and this is what's happened to me too many times. And honestly, I sort of just went through a huge pattern that I pulled myself through this week, yesterday and Friday, where I knew about this pattern. And I just kept on saying, okay, it's not going to happen again. And I did it again. It's not going to happen again. And I did it again. And then I had a big, huge, hard day yesterday. There was something that happened. It was a Tower moment because the universe took that baseball bat and went, you know what, Carole? You need to heal this. And it went boom. And it literally... Yeah, it was a very difficult day. It had been kind of brewing it's something that builds up to it. And so with the Tower moment, it's like, I always know that there's little red flags that have been given to me from the universe. Like, you need to deal with this. You need to look at this. This is happening again. What's wrong? Like, why aren't you need to heal this. And this is what's happened to you. So if you're sitting right now where like you've just been hit over the head again with the same pattern that you've been avoiding and denying and resisting, it's because, you know what? You got to feel this now. And you know it because you have the Ace of Cups right behind it. And the Ace of Cups is this new beginning. It's an offer. It's like, here is the cup of emotions. We're going to feel this. We're going to finally feel this. And that's what's on the table for you, is to feel this. I know that the Two of Cups right here is coming as a clarifier. And it's interesting to go from the Ace to the Two. The Two of Cups is like, you know, it's time to feel this Tower moment that you're sitting in probably right now. And the Two of Cups comes in and it says, you know what? We're going to start this relationship, this really intimate relationship here. Do you see that between those two people, right? They're sharing their cups. It's a real intimate relationship, but it's not an intimate relationship with another person. It's the beginning of when you take this cup and you decide that, you know what, I'm going to start to feel. I'm going to start to feel this pain from this pattern that keeps showing up. I'm going to start this relationship with me, with finally putting me first, getting to know me, getting to get really vulnerable with me. And that's what you're going to be starting here, is the beginning of a relationship with you. And once you do that, once you start to finally just give into that, because the Tower moment is here, and so you have no choice but to feel this pain finally, there's a new direction for you. Right now, you know, you're not really sure, but I know that this Tower moment has shown up for you because the universe wants to take you in a different direction, in a new, it's like we've been telling you all along not to keep going this way, and you didn't listen, you didn't heal, you didn't look at this. And so now we've had to, and that's what happens when the baseball bat comes in. It's like, we're going to force you now, and we're going to go into a different direction for you, because the Three of Wands is going into a new direction for you. You know, because I think for a long time you've, I want to say you've been up in your head and you've allowed your mind to guide you, right? Into, you know, not wanting to deal with this. And that's our ego self that doesn't want to deal with these emotions that we need to deal with, because the ego self is petrified of emotions. And so a long time you've been allowing this ego self to control all of this, and you haven't been in touch with your inner guidance. And that's what's sitting in your shadow. That's what's lost. And this is what the universe is trying to get back, is your sense of your intuition that everyone has. And it's right here, your moon card. It's buried in your shadow. And so when you were younger, you lost your intuitive sense. We all are born with intuition. 4, 5, 6 years old, we knew which way we're supposed to go. We were very intuitive little kids. But when stuff happens to us when we're younger, it's very painful stuff, you know, when trauma sets in, memories come in, and what happens is we're pulled out of our body. Our ego self is a real protector part when we're younger, and tries to be when we're older, but it just gets in the way. And so it pulls you out of your body, because those are big emotions you can't handle when you're younger, and it'll keep you up in your head. So right now is you have been up in your head for so long avoiding these emotions, because that's what you did when you were younger. When you are no longer in your body, you don't have access to your intuition. People that are not in their body cannot say that they're making intuitive decisions, because they're up in their head. You have to be in your body to have that gut knowing, that intuition. And right now you don't have it, because, you know, there's a new direction for you, but you don't see it because you're very confused. You're very much up in your head with this situation. And so when you were younger, like I said, you lost that. There was something you lost. And the two cards that come under this intuitive card here, this intuition card, are two childhood card. So there's a real need for you. The first one is the Page of Cups, which is a very, very powerful card to be in the middle of this reading. It's your inner child card. It's this little part of you. And the pages in my deck, there's 4 of them, 4 inner children. We can have more than one. I know, because I've been on an intensive healing journey for 9 years, that I know I have more than one inner child that holds my memories. This little guy is called your love seeker. It is the most desperate inner child that you have. It's the one that will cause the most pain in your life. And maybe I'm sensing that maybe there is a real relationship issue that has happened here that has left you again in a real painful situation, right? Where you're just like, why did this happen again? Why did I allow this to happen to myself again? Because this little part is the one that didn't get the love you needed when you were younger. Didn't get the love that you needed. I'm going to say there's some real hidden stuff here too with this moon card. And, you know, not being in your body, not having intuition, knowing, a sense of knowing things are hidden from you. I think there was some, and maybe you don't know what it is, but there's, and maybe you do, but this part needs healing. You have an inner child that needs healing, that needs love from you. And you are the only one that can heal this, and you are the only one that can love this part that was not loved when you're younger. And I think there's some real memories around when you were younger, what happened to you, because the Six of Cups card talks about, it's an inner child card too, but it's also a card that talks about your childhood, nostalgia, memories. So there's some real memories around not being loved when you were younger. And I think this is why I feel like this Tower card is about, you know, not being loved. Again, maybe rejected, you know, toxic people, not getting the love you so desperately wanted, because this Two of Cups is saying, now it's time to begin the relationship with you, right? We try so hard to get the love from other people. This little part that's unhealed, this love seeker, will try to get the love all their life from other people around them. It's desperate. It wants a savior. It wants someone to save them. It wants someone to love them. Because if only someone would love them, then they'd be saved. But that's not true. And it's a part of us that needs healing. And only our adult self can heal this. And so what advice does the tarot have for you to begin to heal this pattern? Well, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen's in reverse. And who is the Queen? Well, she's the feminine side to us. We all have a feminine side and we have a masculine side. Doesn't matter what gender you are. The feminine side of us, the Queen of Wands, she's the one in an upright position. You know, she lives very much from her body. She's really creative. She puts herself first. She knows what direction she's going in. You know, and she has intuition. She lives in her body. She loves herself. She's in reverse here. So this tells me there's some real anger here, ungrounded anger. There's also some real hopelessness. So maybe you're sitting in some real depression. When we have, if it's an issue with a relationship, you know, and getting rejected again and going through the same type of shit, then you swear you're never going to do it again. When that hits you again, it's a reminder of what happened to you when you're younger. And that's why it's so painful, because it's a deep, deep wound. And this is a reminder that you have this feminine side that puts herself first, that knows how to heal herself, that knows what her purpose is. And she's here for you, but she's got a lot of hopelessness right now from childhood. She's got some depression. She's got some ungrounded anger. I'm wondering if depression is the big one here. You've got this Knight of Pentacles that comes out for you as advice from the tarot. And the Knights are my freedom fighters. They're like an adolescent part that wants to be free. Wants to be free from oppression, free from pain. And I think that's what you want, is this freedom from pain. But it's carrying a pentacle. And the pentacle, the body holds all of our truth and all of our emotions. That's what the pentacle is. It's holding your body. It's saying all of your truth and all of your emotions are sitting here. You have it right here. The biggest form of self-love that you can give yourself right now is to get back into your body and to ground yourself so that you can feel that pain that this little love seeker has been crying at you to feel. You need to heal that little part of you. In order to love yourself, that you must embody that self. And that's what the Queen is talking about. And that's what this intuition card is talking about. There's a big call for you to get back into your body. This Judgment card is the last card that comes out for you right now. And it talks about these people. They're being woken up out of their coffins by this angel calling to them. And this is sideways right now. This is a wake-up call for you. This is what this Tower card is. It's a wake-up call. And it's a final wake-up call for you to start to heal this little love seeker of yours that has so much pain from, it's desperate for love. Desperate for love, and it keeps trying to get it from other people. You have to realize that you cannot get love from other people. You have to love you. You have to love self. This is the wake-up call, a final wake-up call. In order to love self, you got to get back into your body. And so what I'm going to do for you, Taurus, is I'm going to leave you with some grounding videos. And you need to know what it feels like to be back in your body. And that means you're going to feel some pain. When you learn how to ground yourself, to get back into your body and out of your head, you're going to start to feel the pain of this little love seeker that didn't get the love they needed when they were younger. Because that's what's going on with you right now. So you need to get back in your body. Because that's the biggest form of self-love we can have for ourselves. Is to be embodied. And so I want you to take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.